Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to just say thank you so much for all of the support. And I want to say thank you to every single person who has reached out and just told us how much we're being able to help you all. It truly means the absolute world to me. And also just wanted to say thank you to all of the messages that I've been receiving, but welcome to all of the new viewers that we have. If you guys don't, make sure you go make a LinkedIn because you're definitely going to need one. And you'll also see on our LinkedIn that we're being able to post, things to do from our podcast. You'll also be able to see some of the stuff of living the day of the life of a rep as a manager, all of that good stuff. But you're going to need one because that is your online profile. And if you guys are really interested in breaking into medical device sales, our average person is breaking into the industry in 8.2 weeks at $94,478 as of the making of this. And it's just been such a fun moment as we currently have one person in the course with 4 offers. We have one person who's going through 2 interview processes in the finals. We have multiple people that have just joined in the last 10 days and they're already in their second rounds. Like we always say, it is a course, but it's more of a mentorship because we are there walking with you through the whole process, making sure that we can coach you so you can actually have success in the process of breaking into medical device sales. But I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to everyone who reaches out to who allows us to be a part of their journey. And if you guys are interested in breaking into medical device sales, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn at Jacob McLaughlin. But let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to New to Medical Device Sales. I am your host, Jacob McLaughlin, and I hope you all are having a great day. We are here in beautiful Arizona as we are having the sunshine come and hit us, where I'm always thankful coming from the Midwest. When we get some sunshine in February, it's always a good time. And so I am excited to bring today's episode to you all because I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I had actually a good friend tell me, hey, you talk to a lot of parents, you get on a lot of calls with parents because a lot of the people we talk to are coming from college, they're young professionals, they're people that are trying to break in the industry, but not always have the funds or not always in a position to be like, hey, I want to do this. But what happens is I get on a lot of calls with people, and then we're having calls with their parents and having conversations, which you guys have probably seen on podcasts that we've talked about, where we've helped students break into the industry, but originally we had to get on calls with their parents. And so I wanted to make today's episode talking to the parents and talking about what this course is, why it's an investment, why we do what we do, and a lot of the frequently asked questions that I get. And so I want to be able to answer that for everyone, but also hopefully this can be just a little more detail about what we do in our program and what we also do in New to Medical Device Sales to help everyone really understand it. So I'm really excited to bring you all this episode. I'm going to start from the very beginning because if you guys are just getting new to this or you don't know who I am, my name's Jacob McLaughlin, and you will be wondering, why should I even take advice from this guy? Why should I even listen to this person? And so the easiest way to tell you that is I was a personal trainer 3.5 years ago. As you can tell, as I'm wearing my outfits today, I still dress like a personal trainer many of the days, but I was a personal trainer 3.5 years ago. I wanted to break into medical device sales, and everybody told me I never would be able to unless I went and got B2B sales experience, that I want to be able to go have success in the industry because you have to go sell copiers or printers, whatever you want to say it was. And for me, I just decided not to listen because I had some great role models that were entrepreneurs, and they had told me, hey man, just keep going and doing the right things. And that's when I learned about doing the job to get the job, which is what I did, where I ended up getting 4 job offers from top companies in the world, such as Stryker, Zimmer, Johnson & Johnson. And then I ended up coming in as a full line rep. So I skipped the associate sales rep role and came in as a full line rep with the largest company in the world, Medtronic, where I then took the lowest performing territory in the nation to top 10. I finished number 8 in my first full fiscal year. And then from there, I was headhunted to where I was at Innovis Medical. I was the regional sales manager. I was there for about 2 years, where I then took a territory that was at $0 revenue. I was able to grow it largely. We had a lot of success there, where you guys can go and see it all over LinkedIn. It's been a fun journey. I closed one of the largest deals of my life being a part of that company, and it's been a lot of fun to see the growth inside of that company. But while I did that, and while I ran the Western United States, I also helped over 1,500 people break into medical device sales. And so that's a little bit about my background. I've been a top performer every place that I've been at, while also helping other people break into the industry. And the reason I'm telling you this is I'm somebody who's lived it. I've lived it. I've done it. I breathed it. I've helped other people do the exact same thing. And everything I ever say to you all is because I've actually done it. I know what it's like, and it's why I can be so confident. It's why I can talk the way I talk. I just want to make that really clear for everyone is I'm not saying anything that I haven't done. And so that's why I wanted to make today's episode, is because why should you even listen to me? Hopefully that gives you a little just background. And I will always just tell you guys, go fact check everything. You will see my first podcast is me saying, hey, I'm a personal trainer. I want to break into medical device sales. You can watch the whole entire journey from where I went from being a personal trainer to where I broke in as a full line rep, to where I had success, to where I was able to come in as a regional manager where you need 10 years experience, did it with under 2, to where we had the success here at Innovis. And so I just want you all to be able to see that why I walked it and then helped people break in that whole time where we talk about it, show those people, have them on the podcast. So we put all the free content out there for you all to see and do your own research on. But when I sit down with parents, a lot of the things I see is the number one thing is it's an online course. It's an online mentorship. If you've never done it before, if you've never done a course, you've never done a mentorship, a lot of people will be like, it can't be real. It can't work, right? The thing I'm just sitting here is why I make this video and why I'm doing what I'm doing is we've put the last almost 4 years of my life all over social media for you all to see the success and show how we've done it. I'm never here to sell you anything because you guys will go to our website and you will see over 100 testimonial videos and you will see the people actually talking about their experience in our course. What I always tell people, when was the last time you bought something, you liked it so much, you took a video, sent it to that person talking about how great it was? I'll tell you, never. And you go onto our website and you'll see over 100. And so I always just say that because, again, if you've never been a part of a program, you've never actually done your own coaching or your own mentorship, people really won't understand what we're doing. And then, again, a lot of parents that I'll see will be like, well, if it's online, it must not be real, right? And so I just want to be able to explain that to you all. Number 2 on that fact is what people won't understand is what medical device sales is. And so what I always tell people, if you don't understand that medical device sales is an industry where the average person is going to make $177,000, you won't understand how difficult it is to break into medical device sales because right now we see the average interview process 5 to 7 interviews, 6 to 12 weeks, and they're going up against 500 plus people where they normally will require B2B sales experience. They'll normally require clinical experience. But if you go and look at our podcast, you go look at all the resources, you'll see we've been able to help personal trainers, construction workers, occupational therapists, track coaches, like people of all backgrounds, personal trainer like I was, break into the industry without what they say you need and be able to get into this industry where our average person's coming in at $94,478. So almost $100,000. We've been able to help college kids break in within 4 weeks and come in at almost $100,000. And again, the reason I'm just telling you that is if you don't understand that's the industry you're going into, everyone will be like, oh, go to a recruiter, go do this. But you have to understand this isn't your average industry where you're going to come and make 50 grand. You're not going to make 70 grand. Just being a rep in this industry, you will be in the top 10% of Americans in the financial aspect. And so that's what I always have to just explain to people is like, if you don't understand the industry, that's what this industry is you can't do what you would do for a $50,000 job or a $100,000 job because this industry, the average person is going to make almost $200,000. And just remember, that's average. So if you're not average, you will do better than that, right? It's also where you're going to be helping people. You're going to be selling. You're going to be working with the smartest people you've ever worked with, such as doctors, surgeons, people who've gone to school for 15 plus years. They've been doing surgeries for 10 plus years. That's who you're dealing with. So they need to make sure that you are a well-rounded candidate. But where I see most people struggle with is they just don't understand the interview process. They don't understand what to do in interview 1, 3, 5, and 7. They don't understand, hey, what medical device sales actually is. And the reason I'm telling you this is I'm somebody who've lived it. I'm somebody who's learned it. I'm somebody who's been able to have success while teaching others because I always say this. There's a lot of people in the NFL that can run a 4.4 40-yard dash, but they can't teach you how to run a 4.4 40-yard dash, right? And so what I'm here to do is I've been able to do it. I've been able to have success, and we've been able to help over 1,500 people as of the recording of this because the reason I'm going to say that is you guys can go talk to other reps, but if you don't have the same uncle that they had or the same connection that they had, it doesn't matter, especially if you didn't have the same experience in the background that they had. So we're teaching you guys how to have success through the process to actually break into the industry. And then as somebody who's been able to do it, do the job to get the job, my whole goal is teaching you how to actually be successful once you're actually going to go in because it's what you're doing to break in, right? Do the job to get the job. And so I wanted to make this podcast for the parents of like, why should I even listen to you? Hopefully you got the background of what I do, what medical device sales is, and then who is Jacob? I'm somebody who comes from Iowa. I come from nothing. I had $66 to my name. 6 years ago, I've been able to hustle. I was a personal trainer training for 3 years straight, working 100-hour weeks to then break into medical device sales. That has truly changed my life. And when I first started this is the biggest thing I have to get across to everybody. When I first started this, you'll see I didn't have a course a couple of years ago. I literally did this because I just wanted to help people. And then when I started getting hundreds of messages a month into my DMs, it was like, I can't get on all the calls with everybody. And so that's what turned into the course. But the last thing I just want you to all know about the course is not just a course, it's a mentorship. What we do, the course is just 1/4 of what we do. The course is just, hey, there's videos, modules, download PDFs, and quizzes you're going to do at your own time. So it doesn't matter if you're a college student, a person working overnights. It doesn't matter if you have a family or you have kids and you're a working professional. We are able to help people of all backgrounds, which you can go see in the video testimonials, break into this industry. But also what we do is we're actually doing coaching through the process. We do office hours where, like last week, we just had 5 people going through final interview processes and we're coaching them through that process. We're answering questions. You can actually see it because we're here to have success with you. Then you'll also see stuff as like mock interviews, mock role plays, because I already know what you're going to go through because I've helped over 1,500 people do it. I went through it because, again, when you're having a company actually pay you over $100,000 to get a job, they are going to come in because most companies are investing $250,000 to $500,000+ because you're going to come in, you got to go to training, you got to get equipment, and you're probably not going to produce $1 for them for the first 6 to 12 months, right? And so they're making a big investment. And so that's what we're helping with the process. And then also be able to know that, hey, my 21-year-old that's graduating college is going to be coached differently than my 42-year-old chiropractor. And that's what we help with. And the thing you have to understand is this is not a course, 8 weeks, kick you out, and never talk to you again. It is, we are here to help you through the process. We are in the trenches with you, doing all the grunt work with you until you sign the dotted line, because it's never made sense to have somebody come and do a course for 8 weeks, kick them out, and never talk to them again. That doesn't set you up for success. We are here to actually help you and make sure you get into the industry that you're trying to get into and understand why you're doing it. So what I always tell people about our course is this isn't pay Jacob and he hands you a job. It is, we are here to help you through the whole process. And you have to be willing to work hard because you got to work hard in the industry. You got to be coachable because you have to be coachable in the industry, but also you got to be committed because everyone will see, oh, wow, Jacob, we've talked to people and it's taken them 12, 18, 24 months to break into the industry at $60K. Your average person comes in 8 weeks at almost $100,000. How do you do it? And it's because we have people that are all in, all committed, willing to do the work, and they're coachable, willing to take the feedback. And that's what I'll just sit here and tell you. That's what we look for in our students. That's what we look for in the people that we work with. And the most important that everyone's thinking about is investment. This is an investment. And that's how it should be looked at. But why I can do what I do and why I've made everything the way I've made it is because I only do stuff on return on investment. You will see with our course where it's currently priced is the average person is getting a 14x return on the first 2 months, right? If you can get a 1,400%, that's what a lot of people are trying to get, a 10% return on investment in a year with the stock market. So the fact that we just do stuff with return on investment, we know if we're getting a student to break into the industry in an average of around 2 months, that means in the first 2 months, they're getting a 14x ROI, and that's the least amount of money they're ever going to make. And then they're going to go have success in the industry and make more. Again, I always use the parable, don't give a man a fish to eat for the day, teach a man to fish so they can eat for a lifetime. Making sure that they're having success. And that's what I always just want people to understand about our courses. Yes, it is an investment. Yes, you are going to have to do the work. But if you believe in yourself, you're willing to do the work, and you're coachable, we know the returns we're getting. Hence why you will all go see the video testimonials. You'll see people so eager to get on a video chat and talk about it, because that's what I'm the most proud about. Go look at other ones and know what you will not see. People talking about it all the time. You won't see them saying, I took the course, this is what I did, and this is the success I had. And that's what we're the most proud here, is because, again, I'm always about being ethical, about being driven, about being caring, doing our values. Go look at our stuff. You will see we have a mission statement. You will see we have values. You will see that we have a community here. You will see that we work with nonprofits because we're about giving back. As somebody who comes from the poorest county in Iowa, has lost friends to brain cancer, has gone through stuff, like, it's all about being a good person and giving back. And that's why I'm so proud of the community, because we don't just accept anybody. We accept really good human beings that are driven, and we're helping them have success because we know once they break into the industry that they're going to have an impact in a positive manner on someone's life. Because if you know what you're doing and you're an expert, you can go give the best care for the patient on the table, which if you do that, you're probably going to continue to do that and have hit quota. If you do that, you'll probably make more than you ever thought you would. And then from there, you can bless your own family. And then from there, you probably bless other people. And that's the gift that keeps on giving, and what I'm so passionate about here at New to Medical Device Sales. It's why I do everything I do, because it's all about just doing the right thing in life. And so I just wanted to make this for people to watch. If you have questions about, you can always have it. But most people are coming in blind and they don't really understand what we do. And that's just a quick summary. But I wanted to make this because I am so proud of what we've been able to build here at New to Medical Device Sales. I'm so proud of all the success stories that we've been able to create and the future ones we're going to create and the community we're having here, because there's nothing better than having a support system to watch people be successful. Because the last thing I'll say here is, why wouldn't I want you to win? Everyone always thinks, oh, in medical device sales or just in sales, if you win, I lose. And that's a loser mentality. We can all win. We can all be in abundance and we can all have a great life. And that's why I started over 4 years ago, putting out free content, helping everybody, because I just wanted to make a difference in this world and help people who wanted to be driven and make a difference in medical device sales. I hope this was helpful. If you can, press that like and subscribe button. If you can share this with somebody that you feel that will be helpful and mean the world to me. Also, if you're a college student or a young adult, maybe send this to your parents, because then they can watch it and have a better understanding of what we do and why we do what we do. And I'm always happy to schedule calls and talk with anybody who has questions. Feel free that you guys can reach out to me again on LinkedIn at Jacob McLaughlin or New to Medical Device Sales. And just want to say again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope you have a great week. Keep crushing your goals, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.